Work has been deferred because of the pandemic. PKD Nambiar, political analyst, joins us on the show to talk about this. PKD, we have spoken about this before as well. It's one thing to argue with the government, counter-argue with the government as well for the laws that have been passed. But, it's another thing not allowing any laws to be passed. What do you think?
See, I think the people, when an opposition party, they have all the right to go and put their point of view, criticize the government, place their opinion, ask for a debate. But then it's the kind of things which is happening in Indian Parliament from during the sessions really not acceptable for a common citizen like me and you. The reason being, we elect these people to go and perform, not to obstruct. The only challenge today is that either my way or a highway attitude by the opposition parties. This is not really right. Sometimes I feel that a person like Rahul Gandhi is trying to be relevant in Indian politics. So he's coming on a tractor, on the second day on a cycle. There is too much of a drama, but one thing which is missing beneath is that the real activity, what we expect them to do. There are thousands of issues. We are going through a pandemic. Why these MPs are not debating and discussing on those issues? Why they are not talking about the price rise? Why they are not talking about the unemployment? All they wanted to create and talk is about a Pegasus, which is Pegasus security or a phone tapping, which according to me does not even exist. Even if it exists, it does not really matter too much to the common man. So I believe the opposition needs to really come back, sit in the parliament, the purpose they have been elected for, discuss and debate all the matters, rather than just creating a mayhem at both in the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and every day, every minute of we lose in these Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, our citizens' money, our taxpayers' money is getting lost. They are not valuing us. They are not valuing the hard-earned money of us. And rather than just doing the politics, they should come back and sit in the parliament, discuss, debate, and pass the laws. That's what we are expecting out of them. I believe the breakfast meeting, what happened, which held in the morning, led by Rahul Gandhi, I can only say that the value of that, he was not even able to get all the opposition parties together, including, for an example, an Aam Aadmi Party. And the purpose of that, very purpose of that meeting and the conclusion of that meeting do not even have the more value than the aloo puri what they had it in the breakfast maybe in the morning. I think what we need to have is a strong opposition in this country, which also work on an objectively rather than just for a headline creation. What Rahul Gandhi is trying to do is just create a headline creation, which is not even happening for more than a couple of hours. What we need is a strong opposition which have the power to take on the government and ask them for the accountability of whatever the law they are passing. But instead, what we are seeing on the ground is that just creating headlines, which is not really going to help this country in any how. Till few days ago, just look at the way our opposition is functioning. There is no consistency. There is nothing. There is a price inflation is happening even in our FMCG products. The large number of people have become unemployed because of this pandemic. Nobody is there to talk about it. Why the opposition is not ready to take all these issues to the masses or in the parliament, rather than just going and creating some kind of a ruckus, which is not going to be beneficial for the common person in this country.
Right, Rakesh Singh, my colleague.
Aam Aadmi Party was, Vineet, I'm sorry, even for an example, generally it is considered Aam Aadmi Party and Trinamool Congress is the two real forces who make maximum amount of criticism against the Modi government. But Rahul Gandhi could not get Arvind Kejriwal for the meeting or Aam Aadmi Party for the meeting. So the idea is that there is no unified even opposition even today. So I think we need to have a strong opposition, there is no doubt. But Rahul may not be the right person to lead that coalition. Absolutely. I think So there is both the treasury and the opposition needs to come together somewhere in the middle, and it's in the interest of the country, interest of every citizen of this country that the parliament, both the parliament should be functioning. But I feel if either my way or highway attitude by either case, both by the government and the opposition, may not be in the interest of anyone. But looking at the current situation, Vineet, I can clearly say that I think there is no common ground. In fact, I know that the Parliamentary Affairs Minister has tried his level best to get the people on board. I know also that the fact that there was a lot of backdoor channel discussions which were taking place. But I believe that some of the people from the opposition, especially with the Rahul Gandhi and his team, has very clearly said that we don't want either there is an inquiry that too, the kind of an inquiry which they were talking about on Pegasus, without even having any kind of a valid proof that you are asking for an inquiry. So if this happens, tomorrow something else also every day, every parliament session will be, can be taken for a ride by the opposition. So today, if you really look at the Pegasus case, in the morning I was on another channel which discussing about the Pegasus case. Imagine that where is this whole story is coming from. There is a couple of wires or the international news agencies or news channels, they come up with a list which they are clearly saying there is a Pegasus is infiltrated in all these people's phone, and they also contradict themselves. Pegasus is a very, very high-end security spyware which is only used by the governments. That's what they are saying on the side. One on the other side saying that tapping even each phone costs millions of dollars. But then the list clearly gives that the people who are not even important for to spend 100 rupees are even a part of those lists. And then the list, all these people whose phone is supposed to be tapped is not ready to give their phone to the Indian authorities for a forensic report or a forensic test. They all wanted to believe in an Amnesty International lab, and we all know that Amnesty has been kicked out of this country because of the obvious reasons. So the whole challenge is that do we need to make our country just for a quick ride for some kind of a newspaper reports without any proof, and our parliaments are to be made such a vulnerable one that even a small newspaper report without even having any concrete evidence can be taken for a ride, and the entire monsoon session, as you said, is going to be washed out. Who is the loser? You and me are the loser. There are a large number of bills are supposed to be passed during this session. There are major legislative laws are supposed to be passed, but all of them will go into a toast. And believe me, Vineet, this is also happening at a time the country is going through one of the biggest crises it ever had. That is the pandemic. There is an economic crisis. There is a health emergency. But our opposition and the Rahul Gandhi gang is only and only interested in playing a dirty game of politics, which I believe that if not today, tomorrow the people of this country will understand. I believe that the time has come, Vineet, that all these people who are disrupting the parliamentary procedures needs to be punished. Whether their salary needs to be cut or whether their perks needs to be cut, I don't know. Somehow, somewhere, these people needs to be, all of them, whether it is today the people who are ruling, maybe when they become an opposition, maybe in the later part of sometimes in the times to come, every parliamentarian should be answerable for the disruption of the parliament, because as one of your colleagues was just telling, 13% of the overall part has been able to do so far. The parliament is not functioning. Who is responsible? The opposition will say that it is the government will say it's opposition. But the loser is you and me. And I think all these MPs who are disrupting the parliament should be punished in terms of putting up cancelling their compensation, their travel bhattas, their the benefits, or the money which you and me pay them for conducting themselves in the parliament,
the taxes
should be taken away. We need the parliament to function. There is no doubt.
Absolutely. PKD Nambiar, appreciate you taking out the time and speaking with us. And folks, are going to dip into a short break. More on the other side.